The Night Shift right here on Native Radio, IK Live. Superstars in the building. That's what I do every time I come on the radio. Do you know what? I always bring superstars up in the same space that I am at because I can only resonate with superstars. Talking about superstars, one of them I'm with tonight is someone very, special. He's gone from, from stage to stage, face to face. Cut the long story short, he is the CEO, owner, and also the creative director of KLAT Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, Taiye.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
Listen,
I'm good.
I was gonna ask, is this your kind of thing? Is this your kind of thing? Is it kind of thing you do on a normal? Come in front of the camera, you're always behind the camera.
I'm always behind the camera. Most times, always behind the camera.
How does it feel being in front of the camera? Do you feel comfortable? Is there something else you want? A cup of Hennessy or something else?
Nah, I'm good.
You just had your 1 year anniversary. How does that feel?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a massive thing for us, our KLAT team. It's been a lot of work in the past 1 year, and we've been doing quite a lot. We've been able to start from nothing to something, and it's just amazing to see what we've been able to do in the Welsh community, and also the team we've been able to build over the just 1 year.
That's amazing. You just spoke about building something in the Welsh community. You have a very unique story coming down to Wales, going off Wales, coming back again to the photography. Can you just walk us through that?
Yeah, so obviously I came to UK in 2022 to Wales.
Yeah.
Cardiff Med to do my master's degree in business.
In photography? Oh, no, business.
Business. So obviously, because it was about a 16-month course. So when I was about to finish, like January 2023, I decided to move to London for a bit. So I learned a lot there. I did some works with Guap or Days Magazine, and I just decided, it's good there, but I wasn't feeling satisfied or not. I just wanted to do something on my own. So I decided to come back to Cardiff because for me, I think there was a lot of market gap to fill. And if I have the ability, why can't I just do that and just be in a place to provide a platform for people to share their stories?
Amazing. Provide a platform for people to share their stories. You are one of those people that work with a lot of young people, to be honest. I mean, your presenters, your crew. Is it something you do because you're more comfortable working with young people, or because you see yourself as them at some point in your life?
Nah, I'm still young.
Okay.
I'm still very young.
So you're more comfortable. I mean,
but obviously it's just it's just about providing a platform, and because at the end of the day, if I'm young and, when I came, there wasn't really, I'm a photographer too, so when I came, Cardiff featured my work because I spoke about sustainable fashion brands in Wales, but it's not really about, I like his photographer, I want to feature him. It's because obviously I spoke about a topic that was, so there wasn't any platform that was talking about the real talent of people. So I was working with young people. It's just about allowing young people to experience that, because young people understand young people better.
Exactly.
So it's just, and obviously for me, it's easier for me to communicate with young people too.
Love
because
that.
I'm young, so it's just easy for us to create a team and understand each other, and obviously what the future. So it's just about building that from nothing to something.
That's amazing, because to be honest, you only understand this if you've worked with young people. They're very vibrant and they want to get the work done immediately. So KLAT is divided into different perceptions. You have the KLAT Mag, you have the KLAT photography, you have the fashion thing, you have the website, and how did you put all of this together into one business?
Yeah, so obviously, personally, I'm a photographer, so KLAT photography, but which is where everything started really. So obviously, I divided the photography into wedding, and so we've got KLAT weddings too. Everything is under with the photography aspect of things is under my name, which is Taiye Omoke, where the website is. So, but in terms of KLAT Mag, we've got a lot of things we're running in terms of we go for events, we do a lot of shows that goes on our YouTube, and Yeah, so and even like the music was the motive that I would do.
Yeah.
So it's just about making sure everything, for me, I think everything works together.
Yeah.
It's different, but it still works together
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it's all about creativity. So it's just about balancing every aspect. And obviously, I can't do it on my own. That's
Exactly.
why we've got a team. So obviously, we've got people that handle social media or people that edit the videos for us. Or so it just makes life easier for me but obviously, I oversee every aspect of these things. Yeah.
It just said makes life easier. How easy is your life right now running CLAT? To be honest.
No, obviously it's there's a lot of work because obviously it's still self-funded right now. It's not like obviously we've been trying to reach out to a lot of
Are you saying there's no way to get funds in Wales, in Cardiff? Is there no opportunities for people, entrepreneurs and creatives to get funds like that? How difficult is it?
Funding opportunities in terms of Art Council. If you're working on a project and you pitch them, they can approve it or not. But as for KLAT magazine, we've not gotten any of that. So obviously we're trying to do that right now, which is part of the reason why we've been adjusting our business structures in terms of we're trying to make it more of a community interest company, so that can be easier for us to access funding to continue the kind of work we do. But and obviously sponsors, it's kind of hard in Wales because obviously even to get sponsors, we've written to like a lot of brands.
Why do you think that is though?
I think people find it hard to catch up with things. I think
catch up.
I think they want it to be maybe
made
so massive first before, but it's a process. If I always tell people that if I was in London or if I was in Nigeria, by now I would have gotten one or two sponsors that would have approached us and say, you know what, let's do something together. But people just take so much time to
Is he some sort of like I wouldn't say discouragement, but does he keep you on your feet, or does he make you feel like, you know what, am I just wasting my time? How long am I going to use my personal monies to do this?
No, really.
I'm asking because there are lots of entrepreneurs in Wales, Cardiff, that are working so hard, that are using the kind of things you do already as like a benchmark for themselves to say, okay, good, he's doing it alone without funding and stuff. They want to hear stuff like, don't give up, don't keep going.
Yeah, I think the major thing at the end of the day is not, obviously money is important, but I knew it was going to be challenging when I started. So obviously but I think it makes it easier because I am a photographer myself. I had to start learning how to do videos myself. So I think it just, obviously I'm not paying myself, so that money that's meant to go to me paying myself is just going back into the business in terms of, so that makes some things a bit more easier compared to like if I was paying a photographer to do like a cover shoot for us, or if I was paying like a videographer to do like shoot our interviews, that would have been harder. And obviously Noah contributes a lot to our video aspect too, so it makes life easy for us too. But in terms of like business, I think as I always tell people, KLAT is a movement for us, is more than just a magazine, because I always tell people that if I don't get money by the end of next year, and I can't continue running covers, because like to do covers are quite expensive. You need to pay stylists, pay makeup artists. So for me, I think it's just about finding. I think because the way we started is a movement, so no matter what, we'll still continue going. The only thing is we might cut some things off and say, oh, this is so expensive for us because we don't have money.
Does it affect the quality? Obviously,
absolutely.
How much do you spend on a cover?
It depends, but some covers you can spend as much as £1,000.
Wow.
Some cheaper.
And how much do you get back in return?
Nothing. You're not making money.
Oh my days.
So far, we're not making money, to be honest. So obviously, it's just about investing. Obviously, over time, the whole goal is to make money. So obviously, now it's about sacrificing and just putting that money. So I can be on holiday in Paris.
Fantastic. So this is the part where we need to have this conversation about collaborations. If you keep spending monies like that, how do you feel like collaboration can make a huge impact in the financial stability of entrepreneurs and young people doing businesses in Wales and Cardiff? Would it work? Would they be like defaults, like personal interest based on collaboration with people understand the business side of things? What are the pros and cons, and how do you think collaborations can help the financing of our works?
Yeah, obviously,
easier?
even with CLAT, I don't think we'd have survived without collaboration, because obviously, even like it's like, what's the motive? The DJs that play for it is not like they're doing it because they like what we're doing. So so many other things. Even when we do cover shoots, it's not every time. Sometimes we use someone on our team to just do the styling or whatever. So those are the ways collaborations have been able to help us in terms of helping us build that brand. So many other ways where people have come in and they've done things for us for free. So obviously we always try to give them something for something. So for example, if a DJ is playing for us for free, what do we do for them? We help them do like a photo shoot, so that way they get a good branding for themselves, and they also play for us. And even them playing for us is also helping them, because we're also publicizing them in that way and putting them on YouTube or wherever, and also making sure more people know about them. So a lot of people have been able to get more opportunities like that coming to our platform, and doing something for us, and more people get to know about them, and now they're playing in different venues and wherever. So I think collaboration is important. Obviously collaboration can always make things better. There's some things that we can, like now sometimes we bring stylists from London or from Birmingham, or I would have preferred to use a stylist in Wales, but there's not a lot of people.
So there are not much stylists in Wales?
Yeah, not really.
Really?
There's a few, but not quite a lot. So things like that, I would rather use someone in Wales. So it's just, or maybe there can be someone in Wales that what we're trying to portray is not, so it's just stuff like that.
So do you find it hard connecting with people outside of Wales?
Obviously, if you're connecting with people outside of
for collaborations,
obviously it's hard, because obviously even if we're collaborating with them, like if I'm bringing a stylist from London, even if they're collaborating with me on terms of like we're not paying them for styling, but we'll pay for the clothes we're using, and we'll pay for their transportation. So that's also that's also costing us money. We're just not paying for their service, but and some we pay for their service, we pay for their travel expenses, we pay for everything. So it's kind of a bit on the high side sometimes. And even sometimes if we're shooting, we need to get a studio to shoot.
Exactly.
We need to make our guests feel comfortable. So all those things there's money.
That makes total sense. I mean, total sense, and that's the reason why the quality of your work is what it looks like out there, because of the amount of work you put in. And I'm just so glad that you just stated the importance of collaboration in Wales. Do you feel like there is enough? Do you think like we need to do better in terms of like collaborating?
Oh yeah,
diversifying these things.
And I think I'll see collaboration in terms of even like supporting people. It's not I might not necessarily collaborate with someone, but supporting other people's craft. So for example, if someone drops like a music video or someone, it's always good for us to
I feel like people are more concerned about their personal social media life.
So that's the problem.
And
because obviously where we come from, like I always tell people, if I was running KLAT Mag in Nigeria, for example, we'll probably be on like 20k followers, because people love to share.
People don't really follow pages and really share their work. How do you find out? Do you find out very displeasing? Like, okay, let's take for example, you work with an artist or you work with a model, you do the shoot and everything, and then you post it up, ask for a collaborative post, and they're not collaborating with the post, and they're not sharing the post, and they're not sharing it to their friends. It's almost like they're one sort of like A-class celebrities that are not there yet, but then they don't want to collaborate with you to push themselves as well.
I think obviously that comes from branding. Most people don't know the importance of branding. I think
they think it's branding, not posting on their stuff.
But I think maybe they're getting it wrong, because at the end of the day, how will people know what you're doing if you don't really share it? And I get it in terms of sometimes people might not want to share some certain things, which I understand, but you can't say you're an artist and you go for interviews and you don't share it.
It's ridiculous.
It needs to be aired. People need, because people I always tell people there's some artists that I like. It's not about their music. It's about
their personality.
It's exactly. And I won't get to know about their personalities if I don't see these interviews. Or
some people don't even share their songs enough.
That's I know. They don't even promote it. They just post it once or post their EP once and think everybody will listen to it.
You know, I see sometimes. He said something about branding, and then you see an artist. You just make sure it's 3 posts, particular picture, 3 posts. The grid is arranged in a certain way that does not like give opportunity for other people to collaborate with them, because I have a certain way that I post my stuff, which is based on your branding. But how does that help the industry right now?
Now onto your whiskey though, just you can't. Obviously, even Davido still promotes his stuff. He still dances to his videos just to push the music. So obviously, so it's just I think the major thing is, as an artist, how far do you want to go? I think that's where if maybe most artists do their music as maybe as a hobby.
Yeah.
If you're doing it as a hobby, I can't understand why you don't want to share a lot of stuff. But if you do it as a craft, for example, I'll give my photography as an example. If I work on a body of work, apart from sharing it on my page, I submit it to a lot of international bodies like exhibitions or awards or wherever. Some get picked, some don't get picked, but that's the constant effort I'm making, because the whole aim of me working on like my story in red I'm working on, that I've been posting of recent, the whole point of me working on it is it's not about, obviously Instagram is good, but how can I represent that work on an international stage? How can it be shown in a museum in New York? Or that's the whole point. So for me, is an art. It's something that I want to be successful at. So I pull my whole effort. Even I pay money to submit my work sometimes. So you pay entry fee sometimes just for someone to view your work.
Yo, that means we should start people to pay.
So I have to do all those things, because I'm trying to get my work on an international stage. So for me, it's something I need to survive on. So my survival is dependent on my art. I feel you. So not everybody sees it that way. Some people probably don't see it that way.
Yeah, just say for fun.
Exactly. They just drop it, and whoever listens to it, and if they're able to make a couple of £100 or £200 from a show, they're satisfied. But for me, I want to be able to wake up and say I want to buy Ferrari with the money I made from my craft.
Come on, let's go.
So it's different. So that's the thing. So you can't blame people at the same time, because the dream is different. So
exactly.
It's the way you see life, you chase it. So, and we come from different places, as I said. So the hunger I've got in me is probably because of where I've come from, what I've experienced, and how far I want to go in life. So,
bro, you walk like you're so hungry, like you've not had a meal for that night. Let's talk about My Story in Red. What's that about?
Yeah, so obviously my story in red is majorly really where I come from, which is Nigeria, really. So obviously we wear a lot of gele and fila back home, so I'm just trying to emulate that here in Wales. So the overview of the project is trying to connect where I'm from, which I grew up in Idofin, a village in Kogi State. So I have a picture where my mother was wearing a gele, holding me and my twin sister. So it's just about telling that story of, and I chose the red because red means love and red can mean pain. So it's just about connecting those factors, because I left my family back home. I came here alone, so that's a bit of pain. Yeah. But and the love of where I am now, right now, which is Wales, and getting to learn more about Wales. So I've implemented that with the minority group in Wales. So all the people on the project are black from black minority group, and I'm trying to express that story because some people are from Nigeria and they've never been to Nigeria, or some people left at a very young age. So it's just about telling that story of immigration and just connecting my personal story to where I am right now, which is Wales. Yeah.
So is it more like is it a movie? Is it a short movie? Is it
it's a photography project.
Oh, okay. Because I'm sure people have that misconception, because I've never seen a kind of photography project that gives you that chill. The trailer looks dope. It looks brilliant, and I'm like, oh, what next? Is this a movie? Is this going to be like a photo book where I'm going to buy? What is it? What is the?
So obviously I'm working on my first monograph, which is a photo book. We're looking at releasing it early January. So it's in the process, is almost done now. So it will be available worldwide on Amazon. So we're just trying to push it. So really the major aim is, people have a physical connection to books. You know, I
Yeah.
read books, and you know, there's just something different when you flip through a lot of books. You know, I've got Gabriel Moses' book in my office. I've got Tyler Mitchell, which are photographers that I really love.
Yeah.
And you know, I look through their works, and it's just that personal connection. I can look at it on Instagram or on their website, but it's just that personal feeling when you open through pages. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do, and you know, hopefully people will be able to connect to my work better.
Brilliant. And lastly, in terms of collaborating and diversifying what you're doing right now and connecting it with home and connecting it with people right here that are from home, how much of a struggle is it to make that connection work, and what can we do better as a minority group, if I would say?
Yeah, obviously, I think majorly it's just. I think majorly is about understanding where we come from. Really, once you understand where you come from, and once you understand where you want to be, you know, it's just easier for us. And I think a lot of people have got misplaced priorities. So it's just about us finding that balance and just working together, because without working together, we can't really create anything strong. So, and that's why really I promote community-based culture, because the more we work together, the more we're able to create something vibrant. And working together needs to come with honesty, integrity, and being straightforward. So, you know, and that's what, you know, if I work with someone, I want people to be honest with me, and that way we're able to create something meaningful. And we can see it even in UK, you know, in London, you can see someone like Olas Long, Clint, and Gabriel Moses. They're always working together.
Those people you look up to?
Not really. Obviously, I love what they're doing, but like, no, I won't say look up to really. But yeah, I love what they're doing, because they're young boys working with each other. They're doing well in their various aspects in life. So it's just about that community is important, and the more we're able to create that, the more. But obviously, here in Wales, I'm still trying to understand people better personally, you know.
Yeah.
Because obviously I wasn't born here, so their way of life was a bit different from, you know. So even if we're all black, we still need to understand how they see life. So it's just about understanding people better, being a bit more patient with people, and just making them also see where I come from, and, you know, coming together and building something more meaningful and powerful. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Superstar, for being right here with me on the radio. Big shout out to KLAT, all the work you've been doing, amazing stuff, putting us on the map. Good luck with the project. My Story in Red. Hopefully we cop one, and hopefully how much is it gonna be for? Not yet.
You wait.
Okay, we'll wait and see. Can we pay by Klarna? Is it possible to Klarna it?
Amazon, I don't know. You know, I don't know if Amazon does a Klarna payment, but you know, it won't be too expensive.
Okay,
so,
great. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you so much, my G.
No
All right, man. Thank you very much.